Well, in Gaelic Report, we have the privilege of presenting the award for the man that we consider was the fairest and best in yesterday's All-Ireland final, Tom Prendergast of Kerry. Tom, we present you with this, and may I congratulate you on receiving this award, which I feel is very well deserved. Tom, yesterday's game, towards the end of the second half, Meath going great guns, cutting down the scores, and you just 3 points ahead. What did you think?
I thought that we'd have a pretty tough fight in our hands at that stage, Michal. They were pressing, and they had been pressing for about 5 or 10 minutes before that, and I thought that, it would be touch and go.
What did you think was the turning point?
The turning point really, I suppose, was DJ Crowley's goal. Once that came, well, I was sure that we were home and dry.
DJ, that goal that made all the difference, will you tell us about it? And, for example, when you started to run, did you think you were going to go the whole way?
Well, Michal, I got a pass from John O'Keefe centre field, and that wasn't my own, so I just ran with the ball and soloed, and things just developed. I passed one man, and Brendan Lynch drew out the corner back, which left Jack Quinn and myself inside, and I just soloed up beside of Jack Quinn and kicked the ball around him with my right foot, and it swung across in front of the goalie.
Now, it sounds very simple the way you tell it. You just had Jack Quinn in front of you, and we all know that that's a mighty thing to have in front of you. Even when you saw Jack, did you decide to go on and belt it yourself?
Well, I suppose I did. I've done this a couple of times in training, and well, Paul O'Donoghue knows what I do about swinging the ball around him, and he can put out his foot. But if a back doesn't know about this thing, he very rarely will he be able to block a low shot if you're swinging it around with your right leg around him, and there's a lot of luck attached to it too.
Donie O'Sullivan, captain of the victorious Kerry team. Congratulations, Donie. Looking at the match yesterday, I felt that it was a match in which Meath were on top for long spells, Kerry were on top for long spells. Would you agree with that?
Well, I think, Michal, that the 80 minutes makes for that. You can dominate the game for maybe 30 minutes. The most you can expect is to have a hold in the game, maybe 15, and then the opposition have to come along and become dominant again for a while.
Well, Meath seemed to get dominant towards the end of the second half.
Well, I think from about the middle of the second half on, maybe 5 minutes or 6 from the end, then Kerry came again. But I thought that Meath were flat out at that stage, and I didn't think they could stick it maybe to the end.
And they didn't?
They didn't, no.
Donie, you were the captain of the team. You had to go off with an injury. How are you, by the way?
Well, it's not too bad, but I'm going to be out for a few weeks anyhow.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Well, can we ask you that as the captain looking at the match from the sideline, how did you feel when Meath were picking off these points?
I didn't feel too well. I thought they were coming very strong, and I thought it'd be touch and go at that stage.
Well, where did you think the strength of Kerry, where did you think that the strong point of Kerry, the point that was going to tell in your favour was?
Well, when Meath were completely on top in midfield, I knew that the forwards, once they got the ball down, that there was another score on them, or a few scores, because both wing forwards were playing well, and then the whole full forward line seemed to be on top of that stage.
You mentioned a few moments ago the 80 minutes. Now, you've played the 80 minutes. Yesterday as captain, you played a good deal of the 80 minutes. You looked at the rest of the game. What did you think of this 80 minutes?
Well, so far it has suited Kerry. But
outside of suiting Kerry now, Donie, what do you think of it for the game?
I think it's a good thing. But I thought maybe if they started off with 35 minutes for each half, and then they could have gone on to 40 the following year. But I think it has been a success generally.